What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Chalk Dirty Show. My name is Kyle Holman.
And I'm Monica Hilton. Thanks for Chalk and Dirty with us today. We are talking today to Jeremy McGrew from IndyFitness Mag. And this episode is sponsored by the Health Pass. It's a brand new thing where you can find your fitness in Indianapolis. So, Jeremy, this is awesome. Tell us about the Health Pass, and then we'll get into IndyFitness Magazine in a minute.
Yeah, so the Health Pass is just a tool online that we built where we want people to be able to find things that they enjoy doing to become healthy.
Cool.
So a lot of people will go to just like the big box gym and they walk around, they don't really enjoy it, they get burnt out, they don't feel a community, and so what we've done is we've tried to do our best to introduce people to different places to go, like Kaha, for instance. And we want them to go there and find different places that they enjoy going, and then find their fitness through exercise that they enjoy.
Cool. Yeah.
That's
awesome.
Really, we preach that all the time. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's like, if you don't know what you're doing or you don't like what you're doing, you're never going to stick with it. Right? So where do they, if they're interested in learning more about Health Pass, where do they go?
Yeah, it's just IndyFitnessMag.com.
Okay.
It's right there on the homepage. It's front and center, so it's pretty easy to find.
Sweet.
All the social media channels, I saw you guys posted on your story the other day about Health Pass. So
Yes.
on there as well.
Yeah.
We just had a huge update. We actually launched yesterday.
Okay.
So we haven't really been posting too much about it, but now that we've got our new system up and running, it's going to
Gotcha.
be posting a lot more about it.
Yeah.
So Jeremy and I kind of go way back, because back in the day when it was just Kaha, we just started chatting about ways that we could promote the gym, but you were also trying to grow it. And there's this whole L2F initiative, which is short for last to first. So tell us all about that and how this whole thing kind of came about.
Yeah, so my partner Ryan and I, we've done a few different hustles in our day, and none of them were working. So we were working. And the thing is, we were trying to always make money, and we had these little schemes, and we'd make a little bit of money, a couple of $1,000s here and there, but it was never anything that was lasting, and really nothing that was truly valuable.
Yeah.
And he said he wanted to start a fitness Instagram. I taught him a little bit about social media marketing. I started a big account back in college and kind of learned the ropes there. And he's like, I'm going to start an Instagram fitness account. I was like, dude, that's a terrible idea. There are so many of them.
Right.
And, you think Instagram fitness account, you think like booty pics and just stuff
But
like that.
they have an inspirational quote always. Like,
Right, yes.
like-
Look at my cleavage, and you
And
miss
the
100%
Bible
of the
verse.
shots you don't take.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And a Bible verse. Yeah, exactly.
And so I thought it was a terrible idea. And then I was working out at LA Fitness, and I was scrolling Facebook because I was doing what I shouldn't be doing at the gym.
what a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, you need a 10-minute rest in between a bench press.
Right, yeah.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, I was actually on the lap pull machine.
Oh,
I was
gotcha.
So you were
exercising.
taking up the
Yeah.
machine while you were on
Absolutely.
Instagram.
Yes.
Got it.
So it was
Okay.
even worse. But I was scrolling and I saw Indianapolis is the unhealthiest city in America for the second year in a row. And I was
Nice.
like, what? How is this? And there's two things. I love Indianapolis and I hate losing or hate being part of any kind of thing. So I started a company after college that was supposed to do mobile health apps. Raised some money, got some investors, failed, lost all the money. But I did learn how to kind of make some noise online. So I took kind of those skills and I sent him a message and said, hey, we're going to start the IndyFitness Magazine. We're going to try and help people find new gyms. So originally we were just going to new gyms and we'd write a story about it, like what we do with Kaha.
Yeah.
I think Kaha was on the second gym or maybe the
I think
first
so,
gym.
yeah. It was one of the first
Nice.
ones, yeah.
Yeah, so we came in and we write articles and then we share them, and our audience just kept growing. And what the L2F movement is and where it started was because we are dead last. We want to be, which is terrible.
Yeah.
We want to be an agent for change. So our first, part of this, it's a 10-year goal, and our first part of it is just kind of bringing more notoriety to the problem and bringing a community closer together. Because I think that if you get a lot of people moving towards one goal,
Yeah.
then you'll be able to make more of an impact. So the next step is for us to build tools and businesses that will allow people to, it'll bring more money into the fitness economy, which is huge.
Yeah.
And then we also want to build more influence for things like, being able to have influence on the city level.
Yeah.
Like Indianapolis has it's one of the lowest walk scores. There's no sidewalks anywhere.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Yeah.
You can't be active. There's no parks. You can't be active in Indianapolis.
Downtown has gotten better, but
Yeah. Like,
But not where it should be.
yeah.
right.
There's people that are taking Ubers and Lyfts half a mile to work, and
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
it's very
doesn't make
true.
sense. So yeah, the L2F movement is just our 10-year goal to help build and make it possible for us to go from last to first in the country as far as health and fitness goes.
Yeah.
The thing I would say about that, first and foremost, is kudos to you for seeing that and using it as like, this is an opportunity instead of like, wow, that sucks. Because it is something that you could take and be like, dang, that's just terrible news. But instead, and you didn't look at it like this is an opportunity to make money. You were literally like, heartstrings were pulled that I want to make my city
That's
better.
one thing I was going to say. I mean, we just talked about this recently. Like, it's amazing how many times when a lot of people start out that way, like, I'm just trying to make money.
Yeah.
What can I do to make money?
Yeah.
And a lot of times it doesn't work because when your motivation is just solely on how can I get some money in my pocket, your heart's not in it. You're not really trying to make moves, but then when you see something like that is now like, how can I make a difference? How can I make a change? It's amazing when that starts to really work.
Yeah.
When you have that mindset of, okay, what can I do to make money? You're thinking about yourself.
Right.
So what marketplace value are you really bringing? And
Right.
I mean, I learned the hard way, and I've done it 100 times, is, it just doesn't work. It might work in the short term, but after a while, it's just like, okay, well, this was not fun. I don't really enjoy this. I was just in it for the money.
Right.
And people
So
can
it
see
works
through
out.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Like you said, not sustainable.
Mhm.
That's another thing in business. Like, man, a lot of times the failure is the greatest teacher. You did something, it didn't work. You did some things that did work, but that's how you kind of mold your way into finding your way to be successful, is because of a lot of stuff like that.
a lot of false starts, a lot of screw ups, and then we still have a long way to go. We just, we're doing some things pretty well and some things we're doing terribly. But we're gonna get better. So.
Yeah, they say, what do they say? You either win or you learn. So I think
Yeah, right.
that's pretty much it. So now, but didn't Ryan just move? He doesn't live here anymore, does he?
So he hasn't lived here the whole time. He's from
Oh.
Indianapolis.
Okay.
He lived in Cincinnati for the last 2 years, and he just moved to San Diego.
Okay.
Okay.
So is there going to be a San Diego Fitness Mag?
Yes, there will be.
Oh, that was a joke.
It'll
Yes,
be a
that's
while.
awesome.
It'll be
Okay.
a while, but
So you skipped out on us for good weather, huh?
I guess.
Well,
He'll be back.
let's be honest. Funny Ryan story though. Can we just bring this up, because I hope you're watching, Ryan. This is the funny story from when you guys came to the review. Do you know what I'm talking about?
He still talks about
So
it.
the first time they came to the gym, they did was body pump, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, and so I'm assuming that he's probably lifted in LA Fitness or whatever, or had done CrossFit or something before. So in body pump, before we got our new rubber weights, we had